Hello, I'm Anjin Bin and I will begin my presentation for Tom Project 3. I will begin by providing a brief overview of the photolithography process. The sequence of photolithography is followed and aligns with what is displayed on the screen. First, wafer cleaning. Second, wafer surface preparation. Third, photoresist coating. Fourth, soft bake. Fifth, exposure. Sixth, post bake. Seventh, developing. Eighth, hard bake. We will focus on step 3rd, 5th, 7th in detail in the next slide for the more comprehensive understanding. First, let's talk about photoresist coating. In this step, a photosensitive material called photoresist is even applied to create a photoresist layer. To create high-quality microcircuit, it is essential that the photoresist layer is thin, uniform, and highly sensitive to light. Next is exposure, which is a process of selectively illuminating a wafer by passing light through a mask containing circuit pattern. Exposure can be broad categorized into three main types. First, contact exposure. It involves physical contact the photoresist layer with the mask for exposure. However, it has the drawback of potential defect due to dust or contamination caused by direct contact. Proximal exposure, on the other hand, involves exposing the photoresist with a small gap, preventing contamination. However, it results in reduced resolution due to the formation of shadow. Projection exposure utilizes an optical system that reflects light between the photomask and the photoresist layer. It combines the advantage of both contact and proximity exposure. The EUV equipment for ASML, which we'll discuss later, use a reflect mirror and reflect photomask for exposure, making it form a projection exposure. Before I explain the development process, let us briefly describe what a photomask is. A photomask is a device containing circuit pattern used in the lithography process to define and shape pattern on semiconductors. Next is the development process. It is similar to the process developing photograph and is crucial as it shapes the pattern. Developed solution is applied to the wafer, selectively removing either the exposure or unexposed area. Depending on material used for the photoresist layer, it is important to note that there is typically a trade-off between processing speed and defect rate in this step. In the case of the positive photoresist, during the development process, light passing through the clear area of the pattern, which causes the photoresist is dissolved. This is a widely used method in semiconductor manufacturing process. Negative photoresist work in the way that when exposed to light, the area where the pattern is clear become hard, and during the development process, the liquid is absorbed in the hardened region, cause them to swell. This can lead to a subtle change in pattern, making it less suitable for the fine process. Next, I will explain about ASML's EUV equipment. This is considered an essential tool in modern semiconductor process. It provides high-resolution photolithography capabilities, enable the mass production of tiny chip. Moreover, it can pattern extremely fine lines, range from 7 nanometer down to 3 nanometer, allowing for the production of cutting-edge microchip. This device of operation by using multi-layer mirror inside the vacuum chamber to direct UV light onto the wafer. This is the distinguished feature that sets it apart for older lithography machine. Unlike most lenses that absorb this light, ASML's equipment maximizes the reflection of UV light. In simple terms, ASMLs reflect UV light using mirror to reduce the pattern by order 4 times when using it. This equipment is an essential component in photolithography, which is why ASML holds prominent position in the industry as the key player. Before designing the photolithography process, I will select a photoresist suitable for each situation and provide the reason and justification for my choice. The reason for choosing negative photoresist in case A is primarily that it allows for post-processing modification after the process is completed. Additionally, consider that A has relatively large volume compared to B. It was deemed more energy efficient to use negative photoresist in this scenario. Through the paper on the left, we can confirm that high aspect ratio photoresist modeling was achieved using negative photoresist. The content of the paper below indicated the superiority of the negative photoresist in terms of sensitivity, ease of chemical modification, and the lower cost. Therefore, it was concluded that applying negative photoresist to A, which has a large volume compared to B, is the better choice. In the process of designing the fabrication process, I will focus our explanation on the aspect of photoresist coating, exposure, and development, as those are crucial factors that significantly impact the final outcome. First, as previously explained, a negative photoresist is applied for photoresist coating. Subsequently, during the stepper exposure process, the region exposed to light becomes strong bound. In this case, the exposure process is carried out using the most advanced method, which is projection method. The development process is using to induce the removal of the portion not exposed to light by a developer. The height should be adjusted during the photoresist coating step, and then width should be adjusted during the exposure step. This complete the photolithography process. The reason for choosing a positive photoresist in case B is due to its structural characteristic. Its trap-shoulder shape is advantageous for the achieving high aspect ratio. Additionally, it offers superior process quality compared to negative photoresist, resulting in minimal volume change in fine process. This is why a positive photoresist was selected. In the paper on the top right, it is mentioned that positive PR provides better resolution and thinner layer compared to negative PR. The paper on the top left describes its excellence in terms of high contrast, good step coverage, and high aspect ratio. In the paper at the bottom, we can see a photo of ultra high aspect ratio structure, which resembles the structure achievable with positive photoresist. Therefore, I believe that using positive PR in case B is appropriate. In process B, a positive photoresist is applied for the photoresist coating. Subsequently, during the stepper exposure process, the region exposed to light are weakened. In this case, the stepper exposure process is carried out using the projection method, as mentioned earlier. Following that, in the development process, the weakened portion are removing using a developer. The height should be adjusted during the photoresist coating step, and the width should be adjusted during the exposure process. Thank you.